Hey everybody, this is Aaliyah and Terry from 1140 Balance again, and today we wanted to talk about living happy, healthy, holy. That's our tagline for 1140 Balance, and a lot of people kind of ask us to go a little bit deeper and explain what that means. And in a nutshell, it means finding a balance in mind, body, and spirit. We just like the way happy, healthy, holy sounds. But let's talk about the happy part of that a little bit. So when you think about the mind and about happy, most people think of circumstances. And if they had a bad day, or if their kids were acting up, or if they're fighting with their husband, or their boss is crazy, and all those things make you happy or not happy. And that's not really what we mean. I mean, all those things certainly come into play in our lives, but we're talking more about having the mind of Christ and taking your thoughts captive and what that means and what that looks like just in your thought life every day.
Yeah, because remember we're talking about balance and balance over who we are, and we are a triune being in mind, body, and spirit. So if I'm looking at my day-to-day life, I am not going to be one that reacts to situations. I'm already going to have my path, because I know that my path indeed has purpose, and that purpose is I have been called to do so many wonderful things. So I'm not going to react to situations, but I already know I have a plan for how things will unfold during the course of a day. So if I get to work and things have all been undone that I had done the day before, or everyone there is in a bad mood, or I'm caught off guard about something, I'm not going to fall into a spiral of doom and gloom, but I'm going to know that I am so much greater than this circumstance is right now. So again, being content in that situation. I'm not following a path of emotions, because emotions are going to go up and down, and regardless of what this person is doing to my left or to my right, I'm going to go a steady course.
Yeah. And I think about it as, some people will describe it as just being joyful.
Yeah.
Because you can be joyful in spite of your circumstances. I've seen plenty of people that are going through horrendous circumstances and that still have just this deep abiding joy. And that's kind of what we're talking about, but also just recognizing where your thoughts come from. The enemy lies to us continually, all day, every day. And I've even heard some people call that resistance instead of the enemy. So wherever you are in your journey with God right now, we all know that doubt and that fear and those thoughts that come into our minds and try to get us off track and tell us we're not good enough, we're not doing enough, we're not perfect enough, we should be scared of this. And then even the things that people say to us, those sort of become these tapes that play in our heads over and over. So it's really, really recognizing what you're thinking about. What are you allowing into your mind? And that would even expand into music and TV shows and movies and people that you're around. If you have people that speak negativity all the time, and you surround yourself with them, then you're going to start to kind of follow that track of having those negative thoughts. So it's really about having the mind of Christ and guarding your mind, guarding your happy, and it's not based on circumstances.
And like Aaliyah said, it's about knowing how you're going to respond to those situations and circumstances. So we've talked about the what it is. So now, how will you respond in those? And so it's being prepared already for those. So if you know that you're not going to be a reactionary person, then how do you prepare for that? Some people journal. When situations happen, instead of spewing things out of your mouth or going there in your mind, you write down, and okay, I know that this thought or this situation is coming from the enemy. Write it out, speak it out, call him out when someone comes at you and speaks things over you that are not true. Scripture. Sometimes we have little cards that we'll post around that speak scripture over us, speak truths over us of who we are. So have a plan. That's how you can live joyfully. You can be content in all situations and circumstances, but have a plan.
Absolutely. Well, in our next little segment, we're going to talk about what it means to be healthy. So look for that video to come, and we'll see you later.
Live
Happy, healthy, holy.